Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and it is about 7:20 something. I was looking at the camera, it looked funny. 7:25, and I got up about 6. This one got up about 7, huh?
Yeah.
But we stayed up till about, I don't know, 10:30 or so, something like that, watching the Brewers. They're out on the West Coast. Were they playing the Dodgers? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'll have to box Trisha today. So anyway, when they're out there, then they play really late here. So we watched a little bit, and I finished answering some comments last night. And what else did I do? Oh, I got my video ready to go for today. Did all that last night. Then this morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Gehm.
Yeah.
You can say goodbye. Think you're funny.
Yeah.
Somebody said
I gotta fix my glasses too.
Somebody said I will fix your glasses. Somebody said I wanted the vlogs. Bob doesn't seem too happy these days. I'm like, oh, he's fine. Don't you worry. Right.
No, I am.
Oh yeah, he had a couple of long weeks, and it's funny because in one of the vlogs he mentioned when they were fishing. So I think it's in the last one that you saw. He mentioned they were shut down for 2 weeks. He, however, had to work those 2 weeks. Right.
Yeah, there was no break for me.
No break for Bobby. He was not happy about it. And I think I had mentioned that in the vlog somewhere along the way that they were going to be shut down, but he was not off. He was like running the show out there, weren't you?
Well, that's pretty much.
That's pretty much what he does every day, is what he was just.
I don't know how
to
to tell you folks this, but at work, I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh.
There's other people that work that'll tell you the same thing.
I'm sure that they would all say that you're kind of a big deal.
Probably. I wish everyone would work the same ethics I did.
Well, right. I feel you. I feel you.
That's all I got to say.
So anyway, it's 7:30. I'm going to go down and do my hour on the treadmill, and then shower and get ready. I'm not sure if I'm going to film my fourth look and 4 looks on palette today, or if I'm going to do that tomorrow. I haven't quite decided. I also need to film Topic Tuesday, which is going to be my curly hair routine, because everybody's asking for that. Either that, or it's going to be a get ready with me. If the curly hair routine doesn't work out, then it's going to be a get ready with me. Because I just don't know how. It's really tricky to film that kind of a video. I mean, I can film and talk about how I do it, but to actually do it while I'm talking about it, I'm not sure. Anyway,
I think you're just rambling on and on and on.
I am not. I'm trying to explain myself, which may come off as rambling to some people. So I got to put on my tank top and capris, because heaven knows I sweat enough as it is. I don't need to be doing it in a t-shirt. Right. So this morning, while I was waiting for him to get up, are you done, Gabe? No. I edited the vlog, and it ended up being, here, I'll sit here and talk to you guys for a second. It ended up being too much. I definitely notice different response, let's just leave it at that, when the vlog is too long, especially over 30 minutes. I feel like that's too long. I don't necessarily like to look at a vlog or like to start watching something that's 37 minutes long, because that's like a time commitment. So I really try to keep them less than 30 minutes, and I would prefer to keep them less than 25 minutes. Just because I feel like that's kind of a happy medium between the long and the short. Anyway, so I ended up having, I think, almost 40 minutes of footage from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I split it into 2 vlogs. I think one ended up being 14 minutes and one ended up maybe being 19, something like that. So if that's okay with you guys, it ends up being more vlogs, which maybe is good for some people and bad for others. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I did this morning, was edit those. Did some paperwork filing and that sort of thing, and yeah. So I'm feeling pretty caught up. Like I said, all my videos were caught up to date with comments when I went to bed last night. So yeah, today later this afternoon, we're heading to Appleton to have dinner with my mom, dad, Tim, Kristin, the babies, and then some friends of ours, friends of my family's that, Bob knows too now, but his name is Steve, and his wife Omi. And Steve I've known since I was maybe 4 or 5, something like that. Way, way back in the day. He worked with my mom, and in 2nd grade, one of the things I remember vividly is that I was struggling with math, and he was my tutor in 2nd grade. And I I just have very fond memories. So he's been a friend of our family my entire life, basically, aside from our first few years. So it will be good to see him. I don't see him all that often. He lives down in Milwaukee. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We will bring you along for the ride. I have a feeling there might be a lot of good footage today, so this will maybe be a vlog in and of itself and not 2 days. I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go hop on the treadmill.
Good morning, folks. It's Saturday, July 11th. I'm going to take you out and give you a weekly garden update. I'm a little disappointed in some of the plants, but you know, Kristin reminded me again last night. Just remember, Bob, the garden this year is just an experiment. You know, we're trying to see what works and what doesn't. It's the first year for the garden. So, you know, she just keeps reminding me that it's just an experiment. So I guess she's right. We're trying to see what's going to work best and what's not, and maybe different things I can do, you know, next year if we decide to go with the garden again next year. You know, different things I can do. But before I head out to the garden, I just wanted to give you, I wanted to show you that to fertilize your garden, you know, whether it be vegetables or flower gardens, I purchased this Miracle-Gro sprayer, and I got to get it in focus here, but yeah, I bought this at the Fleet Farm. It obviously comes apart. This just screws right on top of there. Okay, and to use it, the first time when you buy it, this should come full of Miracle-Gro. Okay, however, you need to unscrew this from the sprayer part because they'll have the top of that sealed with plastic. Okay, so the idea is the water comes flowing through here, goes down, picks up the Miracle-Gro out of the container here, and then sprays it out. Okay, so you have to remove the plastic covering from the top of this before you use it the first time, and then spray it until it's all gone. It takes 10 to 15 minutes for that container to get empty, and then to refill it, you just buy these bags. You know, this is a box of 3 here, Miracle-Gro, just a regular Miracle-Gro. All right, and you just pour this whole bag right in there, and you can get bigger. This is a 3-pack. I think you can get 6, 7, 8 packs of this stuff too, depending on how much fertilizing you need. And you only need to, I do it once a week, you know, unless we get a lot of rain and I don't need to water the garden, then I don't. But but one tip I want to show you, you know, once you get this screwed on, you're going to be spraying. Okay, you got to screw it on tight, and you know, obviously you'll figure that out. But one tip I have for you, this is a nice one too. I mean, you can lock the trigger so you don't got to hold the trigger down. You know, the trigger locks, so it's, you know, all you do is go back and you can just wave your arm back and forth. But while you're using this, every once in a while, tip it over while you're using the water, because once the Miracle-Gro gets wet, it starts to get clumpy and rocky. So you want to tip it over, give it a tap to keep that Miracle-Gro mixed in with your water, because that's the whole purpose of using this, is to give your garden some fertilizer. All right, so I hope that helped you. That's the tip of the week. So now I'll take you out to the garden. All right, so we're out here at the garden, and again, I'm giving you a different angle because the sun is pretty much right above us right now. It's about 9:30 here on Saturday morning, the 11th of July. You can just see I just got done. I just soaked the garden pretty good with the Miracle-Gro sprayer. Gave everything a good healthy drink. The corn, again, disappointing. Now, some of it looks better than others, but it all looks like it's drying up, and I don't know why. There's 2 different varieties. The one variety is not, all the stuff that I planted late, that all dried up. There's nothing left. It's gone. So you can see where I'm not even, in the garden where I'm not even going to water, because I'm not going to waste my time. If the corn's not going to respond, it doesn't pay to waste my time with it. I'll focus on what does look decent, and hopefully, I mean, it should respond. What this basically is telling me right now is that the soil is lacking something for the corn to grow properly. And like I said, obviously there's 2 varieties. The one variety is doing better. I got 3.5 rows of one variety, which is not doing very well at all, and I got 1.5 rows of another one, which is doing better, but still still not doing as well as it should. So that tells me the soil's lacking something. And so how do you, the question you're going to have is, how do you figure out what your soil is lacking? Well, there are options. Here in Wisconsin, every region has what we call a home and garden show, and it's usually held around this area, you know, late January, early February, or maybe even March. Some, you know, usually during the, you know, the off-growing, getting people out to look at, you know, garden and landscaping, things like that. But I believe you can take a sample of your soil if you have a show like that in your area, and they might do the testing right there for you, and if not, they can tell you where it could be done. Another way is to take a soil sample and take it to your county extension office at your county courthouse. There should be a county extension office in your courthouse, and either they'll do it for you or they'll tell you where to go to do it. And then once you have it done, they should be able to tell you what you need to add to your soil to get it so that the plants will grow better in your garden. As far as the cost for this, I could not tell you what that costs. But yeah, so basically what I believe is that the soil for some reason here is lacking something. Now again, this is the first year. I mean, the garden was like, you know, the garden again was like this up until this year. So, I mean, you can see there's a few weeds here and there, but I mean, really from a weed standpoint, I am very satisfied with that. As far as the moisture standpoint, I mean, you can see the little clumps. I did have my garden hoe out here this morning. I was doing a little hoeing with some of the weeds, and there's plenty of moisture in the soil right now. That is not the issue. And as far as the root growth for the corn, that's not an issue either, because I thinned some of it out. There was a couple plants that were too close together, so I pulled out so the other one could make it. And the root growth, and I think I may have mentioned this in an earlier garden update, the root growth on the corn was very good. So so based on what I'm seeing here is the soil is lacking something for the corn to do well. Now, as far as the moisture goes, there is one thing that I could have done better. Okay, Father's Day was June 21st, and then on June 22nd, that Monday, we had a nice rain. Got over a little over a half inch. That was a good rain, and up till that point, we had plenty of rain. There was no reason, you know, because I'm kind of questioning myself. Maybe I didn't get the Miracle Grow out here in time, and spray the garden with that. But we had plenty of rain up till June 22nd, and then we went all the way till June 29th to get rain, which was a Monday, a week later. Actually, the last 3 weeks, the only day we've gotten rain is on Mondays. And I think the mistake I made from that June 22nd till the 29th, I didn't bring this, I didn't get the water out here, and I think that could have been what helped dry up the corn. That could have been part of the issue. But like I said, right now, I started watering after the 29th, and now the soil's got plenty of moisture, and so that's not a problem right now, and the corn should come back and respond to that. So we'll see. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on things here, and if the corn's not going to respond, I'm not going to focus on it. I will focus on what's responding in the garden. The other thing I'll talk about, once again this morning when I got up, crows out in the garden. So I came outside and I ran out and chased them off. So I have two challenges here now. Is one to try to keep the crows out of the garden for this year, and then the other one is to figure out what my soil is lacking so that the corn and even some of the tomatoes aren't looking that great. It tells me the soil's lacking. I've put Epsom salts down. I've put the lime down. That's what my father-in-law told me to do. Now, one thing I don't do that he does, he prunes his tomatoes. I've decided not to. Again, I'm experimenting this year. I want to see what works better. And I've heard that from other people besides him, that pruning your tomatoes makes them better. And maybe I should have done that. But I'm choosing to do it this way just to see, what's going to produce and what's not. So I may do, next year I may prune half of them and leave the other half go. Well, again, I'm just experimenting. But yeah, so I got to try to keep the crows out. and we'll go from there. I did harvest the lettuce this morning and spinach, so that's in the house. We do have some blossoms on the pumpkin. I did harvest a cucumber this morning, but you can see I've got a couple of more here looking pretty good. I took one off this morning. I just wanted to see you can see that tomato plant there does not look very good. But again, there's 8 different plants here, and the goal was to see which ones do the best, and I'll know what kind to buy next year. So, yeah, and this pickle plant, there is one pickle on there. Way in there, like there's a little one. This is more for pickling. Kristin makes her what she calls refrigerator pickles. So that's what that plant is for. In case you folks didn't see the earlier vlog, you know, speaking of the crows, if you didn't see it yet, the crows came through and picked off every tomato off our tomato plants this week. So pretty much, I'd say 90% of them are gone. And then as far as the bigger tomatoes go that they could find, they went ahead and pecked at them until they were destroyed. And then they did the same thing with the peppers. And then they were, for some reason, they're pulling the blossoms off the pumpkin. So I don't know why. There's still a few blossoms left. Not quite sure why they're pulling the blossoms off of that. So, but other than that, everything's looking good. The peppers are looking okay. They're starting to produce now. We should be eating peppers shortly. Watermelon's coming. I haven't seen any blossoms. The peas are looking good. I'm not quite sure why. I would have thought by now they hadn't blossomed out. So it looks like they're getting ready to blossom. That's what it looks like to me. So we should be getting peas here shortly. And of course, obviously, the potatoes. You know, this soil to me is prime for potatoes. You know. So that's pretty much all. I mean, that's how the garden looks. Again, you know, I mean, there's a few weeds. You know, you're not going to get them all, but you know, considering this was grass, again, it was grass up until now, I'm very happy as far as the weeds go. So, all right, so that's pretty much your weekly garden update. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, let's have a little check-in, shall we? It is 10:15. I did get 3 miles in on the treadmill, and I gotta turn this on vibrate because I'm about to film. And I filmed my curly hair routine that will go up on Tuesday. Here's hoping the footage isn't a disaster. And, well, I obviously showered and got ready as well. Whoops, I need that on. And now I'm going to film my last clip, well, my last portion. So here's what I did for my 4th look, and then a review of the palette. And then I'm going to do some editing. Actually, no. Then I have to run to Clintonville because there's something in the post office that they couldn't deliver that I have to go sign for. Bob was going to Shawano, so he was going to check my P.O. box there for me because I didn't get a chance to this week. It's just been one of those days, or one of those weeks. So yeah, that's what's going on. I feel good about where we're going here. The vlog is live, and I think my other video went live at 10. So yeah, I'm going to film, then I'm going to check those things. Yeah. I need to take a breath. Let's just all chill for a minute, shall we? Okay, all right. Onward and upward. All right, and that, my friends, as they say, is a wrap. All of my videos that I need to film today are done. So I have Topic Tuesday done. I have a 4 looks 1 palette. I have to decide when that's going to go up. And I still want to do a Get Ready With Me at some point. So I may film a Get Ready With Me. I may... Spit it out, game. I think I'll do the 4 looks 1 palette. I may actually put it up on Thursday as a bonus video and then do the Get Ready With Me next week, Saturday or something. I haven't quite decided. We are leaving for camping. I think I told you guys that. We're leaving Thursday, so whatever I do, I had to kind of be ahead of the game in order to... Wait, I have a cap here. I don't know what it goes to. I guess it goes to that. I need to be ahead of the game because we're going to be out of town, so I need to have everything all ready to go. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't try to push 3 videos this week if I'm going to be out of town. Probably just 2. Don't you like hearing what goes through my game brain? I mean, seriously. All right, I'm going to pack all this business up here. See, I got to put all my hair products away. I have hair dryers in here that don't belong in here. Things over here. I'm going to put all of this away, and I'm going to eat something because it's 10:30 and I have not eaten anything today, and I'm So hungry, it's not even funny. And then I got to get my little butt to the post office, which could be a trick because the road's shut down. I don't even know how I'm going to get there. Anyway, it's my next adventure. Thought I would show you guys quickly. This is what's going on here in downtown Clintonville. All the way down here. I just walked out of the post office. So I'm scared for some of the businesses that are over here. The medical one will be fine, but that pizza place has come and gone a couple of times. So I'm a little concerned about that. Anyway, I'm wandering back to my car. Okay, so I need to report in that I've been home for a little bit. Oh, hi there. And I've been struggling because I forgot to stop recording when I recorded my third look in my 4 looks one palette video. And so there was like an hour and a half of, you know, nothing footage. And that made the file way too big for me to upload to my laptop. And so it took, just before I left, I was like, well, I'll just upload everything but that clip and I'll figure it out when I get back. So I came back and it took me about 10 minutes, but I finally figured out how on my camera to divide it into 2 clips, delete, you know, so I separated out the footage that was actual footage and then the footage that was just an empty chair. And when I just figured it out and was able to upload it, I let out a very big yes! Aren't you excited for me?
Yeah.
Well, honey, I would have had to redo a whole look.
Yeah.
And that just defeats the purpose of 3 looks one palette. It's not the way it should be.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do some editing, talk to Mr. Gehm, probably cut his hair, and figure out the rest of our day. Alright, it is 1:30, and we are headed to Appleton. We are going to go see Terminator something. Genesis? Yeah. With a really old Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminators are my favorite movies, but every once in a while Bobby gets to pick a movie.
Right.
Right.
Not always about horror all the time.
Oh, please. And doesn't his hair look nice? I gave him a haircut. Really, it just means I don't even know what, like a buzz cut? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, a buzz or...
In actuality. And let's see, I edited a video after I got back from running my errands and stuff. Edited a video and started editing my 4 looks one palette, making good use of my time.
Sure.
So I have one rendering while we're gone, a vlog uploading while we're gone, and because I think I've told you guys before, we can't use the internet when I upload through Safari. And I have the vlog channel logged in through Safari, and I have my main channel logged in through Google. So I don't know why. I have no idea why, but that's just the way it is. So I try to upload the vlogs when we're out of the house, because otherwise you just can't use anything like phones or anything. So anyway, so we're going to go see the movie, which starts at 2:30 and is about 2 hours long. And then we're meeting my mom and dad and our friends, Steve and Omi, at 6. So we'll have a little time to kill, but that will be fine. We're going to go to Sam's because I need to get some calcium chews and probably the Fleet Farm to look for an owl or something.
We'll see.
We'll see. When in Appleton, one has to go to the Fleet Farm.
See how much time we have.
Mm-hmm. See, this is why people think you're not happy. He just has nothing to say. What are you doing, buddy?
Turning right.
Yeah, but he was half on the road, half not on the road.
Well, Wisconsin.
Right. So, I feel like I was going to say something else there, and I forgot. I'm getting old, Gehm. I'm getting old.
Yep.
Now you're just doing it on purpose.
Yep.
Anyway, so we'll come back with a movie report when we're done. I have no lips on. Excuse the lack of lips, but I wanted to show you guys where we're landing here. Fleet Farm. Which, by the way, people always think we're saying like Fleet Farm or Fleet. They don't understand us, honey. We apparently don't. I'm apparently not enunciating. Well, the garden center is closed right up here.
Well, yeah, it's time for it to close.
Yep.
Well, to go inside. I was just checking it out to make sure there wasn't nothing there first.
We're on our way in to look for some sort of owl or something to scare the crows away. Correct?
Yep. Raccoon.
A raccoon,
snake.
perhaps. He Googled it to see what we could do.
Yep.
Per my suggestion. So that's what we're doing. We'll talk about the movie, but the general gist is that it was really good. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
well, it was like way action-packed. Yeah, he knew it was going to be good. I was iffy at best. But I thought it was good.
It's not a chick flick.
No, but if you like action, I like
Right.
action. I like really any movies. I just
It was
love
non-stop action.
I just
pretty
love
much.
the movies.
Yeah.
It was
And
nonstop.
if you've seen the original Terminator, you'll have flashbacks.
Yeah.
The original Terminator.
So we won't
movie.
say any more than that because we don't want to ruin it for you.
Right.
But it was good. It was really, really good. We suggested. And it was good to see it in the theater, I think, too.
Yeah.
Because it was like big screen. It's one of those ones you want on a big screen.
Yep.
Yep. So, as I smack myself. So we're off to the Fleet Farm. For those of you that are wondering, that's how it's spelled. So this is what we're choosing from. I told them we needed something that made noise. These ones are like this is like a bobblehead. Those ones don't do anything. So we feel like we need to get a couple of those and then put them on a post or something. They should stay on the post. I bet the hole goes pretty far up into it.
I'll bet it does.
So these are our options here at Fleet Farm. So it's about 8:24, but I wanted to show you guys the pretty sunset. Isn't that pretty, honey?
Yeah.
Yup. So we are just headed home from dinner. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of laughs.
Yeah.
It's always good to see them. And my mom and dad, of course. So I think, oh look, there's a plane coming in.
There is?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna get hit.
Oh boy, I don't think we're gonna get hit.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, I just thought I would show you the sunset, and I thought I would end the vlog and say goodbye since you're actually here to say goodbye.
The airport's right over there.
Yes, the airport is right over there.
I just thought I'd talk about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the plane's not crashing, folks. It's right over our head right now. Look out! I could almost reach up and grab the wheels.
I don't know about that, Gabe.
There it goes.
So anyway, we hope that you guys had a really good day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.